Hello everybody, welcome to the Local Ireland Media Awards 2021. It's fair to say our awards ceremony isn't what we originally intended, thanks to COVID, but despite the pandemic, we're absolutely determined that we should take this opportunity to celebrate the many and varied achievements of our local newspapers, both in print and online. We're also determined that we should not be deprived of holding an event, albeit a virtual one, and especially that we should not be deprived of our awards host and master of ceremonies, Mr. Marty Morrissey.
Thank you very much, Bob, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our 6th annual Local Ireland Media Awards. We've had 500 entries across 14 categories, and it's fair to say the competition has been pretty fierce. Every nomination is an achievement in itself, so if you're not among the winners, you should take great pride in being on the shortlist. But before we get to the awards, we're joined from Nina, and there's a very good reason that he's there, for a few words from Local Ireland President Declan Maguire.
Thanks, Marty. On behalf of Local Ireland and the National Lottery, I would like to welcome you all to our Local Ireland Media Awards ceremony. I also want to welcome Andrew Algeo, Chief Executive Officer of the National Lottery, to the virtual awards ceremony. Our highly prized awards would not have been possible without the sponsorship of the National Lottery, and we are delighted to have them on board again this year. Our awards are designed to recognise excellence in news publishing, and all those who have entered bear proud testimony to the quality of work being produced every week by our journalists throughout Ireland. On behalf of Local Ireland, I want to sincerely thank our judges for their professionalism in selecting the final nominations in each category. This year's panel was chaired by Anya Kerr of Kinsen.com. She was joined by Professor Emeritus at TUD's School of Media, Michael Foley, Dawn Wheatley of DCU's School of Communications, Managing Director of Kinetic Ireland, Andrew Sinclair, photographer and former Irish picture editor Frank Miller, broadcaster and writer Valerie Cox, and journalist and author PJ Cunningham. I'm sure it wasn't an easy task to whittle down so many entries into the final nominees. Finally, I want to extend our heartiest congratulations to all our finalists, and I wish each of you every success.
Thank you very much, Declan. Well, as you said, these awards wouldn't happen without our sponsor, the National Lottery. So we're joined now by its CEO, Andrew Algeo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we truly are living through unprecedented and unpredictable times, even leaving the lotto jackpot aside. And in these brave new times, we need great journalism to uncover, to explain, to challenge, and to give perspective to what we are all experiencing. Tonight's Local Ireland Awards celebrates that great journalism. We at the National Lottery are delighted to be associated with the contribution that you make to all of us in Ireland, just as we are delighted to be associated with the thousands of good causes which our players fund each year through nearly 30 cents in every euro spent. These annual awards are important. So important, in fact, that I am delighted to confirm our commitment to local journalism through the sponsorship of the Local Ireland Media Awards for a further 3 years. At the National Lottery, we are incredibly proud of this partnership, and I would like to thank the President of Local Ireland, Declan Maguire, and his predecessor, David Ryan, for their continued support. I would also like to pay tribute to Bob Hughes and Johnny O'Hanlon, who have both played instrumental roles in growing the Local Ireland Awards into the prestigious event we have today. Finally, well done to all of this year's nominees, and congratulations to all of the winners. I hope you take this opportunity to celebrate this achievement somehow, wherever you are in the country.
Thanks very much, Andrew. And another vital component in the awards are the judges. Joining us now is the chair of our judging panel, a former journalist with the Irish Independent, a thought leader with Storyful and Facebook, and now Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Kinsen.com. It's Anya Kerr.
Thanks, Marty. Now, over the last 2 years, when the world without felt a little chaotic and unpredictable, what was consistent and stable in many people's everyday lives was their local newspaper. This year's nominees demonstrate the capacity of local Irish newspapers to rise to meet unprecedented challenges and provide public service-driven quality journalism. The nominees represent the very best of local Irish journalism today. That public-first commitment by local newspapers is evident in everything from the topic-based supplements to breaking news stories and digital innovations that we celebrate here tonight. At its very best, quality local journalism can engage, entertain and educate. Critically, it should and can leave us feeling more informed about the world around us. empowering us to make decisions and judgments about that everyday world. But it's so much bigger than that too. Quality local journalism has the power to make us feel more connected, to give us a sense of belonging to something, whether it's a club, a movement, community group, or event. And after 2 years of often having to stay apart in order to stay together, it's my hope and belief that we were still able to relate to and learn from our local communities through the power of local journalism, through our shared local stories. I, for one, am grateful to the journalists who remain the honest brokers, the connective tissue between us and the world we're all trying to better understand. Tonight's award ceremony is a celebration of the communication, collaboration, connection and community made possible by our local publishers. Congratulations to everyone nominated.
Thanks very much, Anya, a woman that loves her Monaghan football. She even expects them to win the All-Ireland next year. So now to the awards themselves. And what better way to start than with some impact? The first thing that hits you, whether it's in print or in e-paper, is the front page. The nominations for Best Front Page are Home Are the Heroes, the Galway City Tribune. Pull Together, Stay Apart, the Mayo News. Unprecedented, the Kerryman. And bringing out our very best, the Connacht Tribune. And the winner is, for its arresting front page showing the impact of COVID-19, the award goes to the Kingdom of Kerry, the Kerryman. Our next award is a tribute to the efforts of the sales staff who keep the show on the road. And boy, they've risen to the challenge during COVID. The award for Best Local Ad is all about being local and supporting local. And the nominations are Athenry Credit Union, the Connacht Tribune. Crofwell Furniture, the Connacht Tribune. Imagine, the Anglo-Celt. And Connacht Hospitality, the Connacht Tribune. And the award is heading west. The winner is the Connacht Tribune for Athenry Credit Union for what the judges said was an eye-catching piece of copy using clean lines, strong imagery and simple messaging to deliver a really strong ad. Our next award is for Best Supplement. And as you all know, a huge amount of work goes into producing these very special editions that so many readers look forward to. The nominations are the Westmeath Independent for War on the Press, the Waterford News and Star, Days Gone By, the Western People, Through the Ages, and the Mayo News, the All-Ireland Final. And the winner is the Western People for Through the Ages. The judges said that Through the Ages showed how great a role newspapers can play in their community, and great to have included local children without any sense of exploitation or commercialisation. The readers must have loved it. Our next award is Best Use of Photography, and with a picture telling 1,000 words, the importance of images, whether in broadcasting or print, cannot be overestimated. The nominations are the Sutherland Star, Holy Smoke, the Connacht Tribune, Back in Our Bubble, the Sligo Champion, Public to the Rescue, and the Connacht Tribune, Henpecked. And for capturing the drama of people helping an ambulance get through a blocked street and deciding to use the whole front page to illustrate the story, the winner is the Sligo Champion, Public to the Rescue. Now we come to one of our new awards, Best Use of Social Media. The nominations in this category are the Drogheda Independent for its promo videos, the Western People for the night U2 rocked Ballina, the Connacht Tribune for We're All in This Together, and the Westmeath Independent for Midland TV News. And the winner, well, U2 are often number one. It's the Western People for the night U2 rocked Ballina. A great way to give a new lease of life to an old story using new platforms. The social media response drew upon a sense of community and nostalgia that led to a 3-page spread in a newspaper. A perfect example of how to use social media to enhance new and traditional storytelling. The next award brings us back to the sales department. 3 nominations this time for the best advertising campaign, and they are the Meath Chronicle, High Street, Ashbourne; the Connacht Tribune, Connacht Hospitality; and Media House Regionals for their campaign promoting their e-papers. And for a strong campaign to drive footfall, a call to action tagline, strong visuals, effective messaging, and a clever hashtag, the winner is the Meath Chronicle for High Street, Ashbourne. Best News Series is up next, and this award recognises a series of compelling stories on an established theme. The nominations are the Mayo News, What's Best for the West; Galway City Tribune, The Miracle of Galway Bay; Wexford People, Home in Our Hearts; and the Kerryman, Help Ronan Get Surgery. The winner is the Wexford People, Home in Our Hearts. It started as a way for Wexford people living abroad to send greetings home for Christmas when they couldn't get back because of COVID. Then journalists realised that they had some great stories on their hands and made a series out of them. As the judges said, this was great local journalism with high impact. Now we come to a category that gets to the heart of human stories. Featured Journalist of the Year. The nominations are Sally Harding of the Meath Chronicle for Rachel's Transformation; Claire Quinn of the Waterford News and Star for COVID-19 and the Dacia; James Fogarty of the Roscommon Herald for Father Malloy; and Maria Pepper of the Wexford People for Parental Alienation. And the winner for bringing COVID coverage to a whole new level, both forensically and creatively, and for her compelling storytelling, it's Claire Quinn of the Waterford News and Star. Next is a category close to my heart, Sports Journalist of the Year, and the nominations are Paul Fitzpatrick of the Anglo-Celt, Jessica Farry of the Sligo Champion, Colin Sheridan of the Mayo News, and Ian Cooney of the Roscommon Herald. And the winner of Sports Journalist of the Year is one for Mayo, Colin Sheridan of the Mayo News, for his personal look back on Mayo football that pushed all the buttons from nostalgia to laughter, described by the judges as an outstanding collection of stories. So well done to Mayo. Well, we're in the home straight now with our last 6 awards. Next is Best Photograph. The nominations are John Kelly of the Clare Champion for The Village Blacksmith, Joe Shaughnessy of the Connacht Tribune for Off Target, John Kelly again of the Clare Champion for Pyrite Homes, and Lorraine Teevan of the Anglo-Celt for The Wind That Shakes the Brolly. And the award goes to the banner John Kelly, a neighbour of my own as it turns out, of the Clare Champion for The Village Blacksmith. An outstanding image in every way with perfect lighting, perfect timing, perfect composition and perfect colour. It really is something special. Our second digital award is for Best Use of Digital, and the nominations are the Waterford News and Star for The Family That Beat the Virus, the Meath Chronicle for Navan's Rough Sleepers, the Limerick Leader for Coaching Insights, and the Meath Chronicle again for its Local Hero Awards. And the winner, well, it's a sporting triumph for the Limerick Leader for Coaching Insights, a standalone Zoom series featuring 7 elite sports coaches. As the judges said, a novel and creative format with a great mix of contributors. Best Innovation is up next. Reaching new audiences in new ways is essential to our future. The nominations in this category are the Wexford People, We Miss You, the Connacht Telegraph for Mayo Day, the Meath Chronicle for Local Heroes, and the Media House Regionals for their e-papers. And the award goes to Media House Regionals for what was an outstanding initiative to launch interactive e-papers with a user-friendly app offering a range of highly distinctive features. As the judges said, it points the way to future opportunities across the whole local news sector. Now we come to the National Lottery Best Community Story of the Year award, and the nominations are Eamon Lacey of The Nationalist and Tipperary Live for Hugs, Kisses and Tears for Eve. Dan Danaher, the Clare Champion, for Residents' Battle to Protect Homes in Springfield. Alison Common of the Drogheda Independent for Drogheda Doll Plays Her Part. And Dara Kelly and Eleanor Reardon of the Roscommon Herald for Fire Ignites Community Response for Tom. And the winner is Dan Danaher, the Clare Champion, for Residents' Battle to Protect Homes in Springfield. This was a powerful feature which shone a light on a rural community's battle to save their homes because of an environmental crisis. The journalist's knowledge and research of the subject provided the reader with key insights and commentary into the issues affecting the community in Springfield. Well done to the Clare Champion, well done to Dan Danaher. Our final competitive award is for Best News Story. There was a huge entry for this category, and the nominations are Stephen Corrigan of the Galway City Tribune for Home Are the Heroes, Anthony Hennigan of the Western People for Foxford Home raffled for COVID Heroes, Liam Cosgrove for CAB Revenue and the Illegal Wedding, and Sinead Callagher of the Kerryman for the Skellig Star Direct Provision Controversy. And the winner is, well, it's back to where we started in the kingdom, Sinead Callagher of the Kerryman for the Skellig Star Direct Provision Controversy. This series of reports showed the importance of quality, thorough, consistent and on-the-ground local reporting. The commitment to featuring the stories of residents and locals alike ensured a detailed and comprehensive understanding of the issues relating to the Skellig Star Hotel facility. The persistent reporting prompted the then Minister for Justice to pen an open letter in the newspaper acknowledging the, and I quote, upset and anger caused, thrusting the issue once again back into the national spotlight. So well done to the Kerryman. Our final award this evening is the Lifetime Achievement Award, and for that we're going back to the President of Local Ireland, Declan Maguire in Neenah.
For those of a certain vintage, the name Pat Ryan epitomises honour, integrity, fairness and decency. The link between Pat's family and the Neenah Guardian goes back to around the time of the 1916 Rising, when a group of 3 local Neenah businessmen, including Pat's father, Patrick J. Ryan, bought the Neenah Guardian. Since its inception in 1838, right up to the Rising, the owners were very much in support of the established British order in this country. But with the new ownership came the inevitable change in tone that reflected the drive for independence that followed. In fact, Pat's father served time at His Majesty's pleasure in various prisons in Ireland on a charge of having in his possession seditious material at the time of his arrest. He was released from Spike Island, as were all other political prisoners, after the signing of the treaty in December 1921. On Pat's father's retirement from his day job as an official with the North Tipperary County Council in the mid-1950s, he assumed the role of Managing Director of the Neenah Guardian, a job he held until just before his death in 1980 at the ripe old age of 91. Thus, Pat Ryan joined the Neenah Guardian as Managing Director in 1981, a role he held until his retirement in 2018. Throughout that period, Pat led the necessary changes with the introduction of new technology. The move from hot metal to linotype, paste-up, plate making happened within 6 months of his appointment. Pat also upgraded and maintained the company's very successful commercial print business, which is still in operation today. In addition to his day job in the Guardian, Pat also served with great distinction on the PNAI and RNPAI boards from 1981 until his retirement. During those years, he served as Vice President and was involved in negotiating national wage and technology agreements, and was a key member in the management of the industry's pension schemes. He was a highly respected negotiator and was very much sought after for his conciliation talks, where his trusted and persuasive skills were often seen as key to overcoming many obstacles. Pat is blessed with an innate sense of fair play and exercised this trait in all his negotiations. He was a close confidant to many of his colleagues in the industry, and his wise counsel was greatly valued by his peers. His continued passionate support of the regional press agenda is to be greatly admired. Having managed the business for almost 40 years, Pat has retired but leaves the Guardian in the capable hands of his son David, the third generation of the Ryan family. For this and much more, we honour Pat today. Pat, congratulations on your Local Ireland Lifetime Achievement Award.
And congratulations from me also to Pat Ryan of the Nenagh Guardian. Well, that's it for the Local Ireland Media Awards 2021. Congratulations again to the winners and to all those nominated. Your awards and certs will be delivered to you over the next few days. Hopefully, we'll be back on track with an earlier launch of the awards in 2022 and a live event in later spring, early summer. I hope to see you then. From all of us who worked on the awards, stay safe and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.